Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another day in our 365-day stream to see how far we can get a year. Your host is Box. Well, I mean, I just I don't feel like playing this game right now. There's nothing to do. There's just dodos and dolphins. I don't really know what to do with this right now. I'm like, hey, welcome. How you doing? But yeah, I honestly just don't know what to do. Like,
yeah, that's most of my art experience right there.
Adolescent dodo, you're almost done. Probably got about 20 more minutes on you. And this juvenile dolphin, you'll raise by tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, that's something I don't like about these games. Like, I'm having a lot of fun playing Wasteland 3.
Yeah.
But eventually, I'm gonna beat the game.
Yeah.
And then
what else is there to do?
It's gonna give me a cutscene and tell me how everything fared out from the choices I've made.
Yeah.
And then I assume you have to restart the game after that. Like, there's nothing after it to do.
I think there should be some stuff after it. I assume in those kind of games, they don't just, like, it's never just a, I mean, I'm sure there's nothing to do with the main story afterwards, but I can imagine them putting something afterwards. For, like, some end-game content or stuff, like Fallout 2. Fallout 2, even though the game ends, you can still do a lot of stuff in the end game. You can still look for companions. You can still go hunting down items and stuff. It's more free roam after you finish the game. Yeah, I imagine it won't just cut you off and then be like, nope, that's it. Nothing more to do. And yeah, I'm slowly breaking up a dodo army.
That's how Adam RPG did it. You beat the final thing, it gave you a cutscene and explained, like, the repercussions of all your choices.
Yeah.
And then the only save you could load was
the one right before?
Save, right before your final decision.
Man, that's terrible. I hate when games do that.
I mean, I get it, though.
I mean, it's good because I'll say that there are a lot of games that spend so long trying to, like, craft an end game, and they forget how to craft the actual game. So I will give it that. A lot of those games, even though they end, like, they usually have enough story elements to at least make the replay value good. You know, make different choices, choose different skills, get different companions. Yeah. I can't even say, like, hunting these turkeys isn't even enjoyable. They're so weak.
Oh, so they share dodo spawns with turkeys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been looking for dodos and killing off low-level dodos, and then, you know, if I find a turkey, just knocking it out. But yeah, just seems they're just really weak. It's not even enjoyable. It's like 2 bites with a giga, and then it's over. So
go take it on foot.
Hmm?
You talking about killing turkeys too easily?
Yeah.
Go kill them on foot.
On foot? I didn't even think about that. I guess that's doable. Is it morning in your country? No, it's nighttime. It's 7:20 p.m. It is 1900 here. $130. Oh, you took more than one punch. Probably got a really good HP stat. But your level's too low. Something that's really interesting, it looks like wild dodos, when they first breed, they get a stat boost of some sort. even without a mutation. Because, like, the dodo that I had went from 355 to 357 without me doing anything. And I had another dodo that had an HP increase on it. Same issue. But it was a wild dodo that did it. So it looks like it's only wild dodos that will do the that will do it. I'm at 82 wishbones now. Yeah, did you know that Easty has over 1.2 million element shards? Yeah, he is sitting on a fuck ton of shards.
He said use them.
Yeah, I thought about pulling like 200 and just converting them down. Because we're probably going to end up using between 3,000 and 4,000 trying to get through, survive the arc, more likely than not. Just between all the attempts and everything. Because it's, from the videos I've been watching, everybody's using about 80 to 100 element. So, wow, that is a really nice looking Reaper. Yeah, there haven't been too many people on either. I mean, it's been about 18 to 20, but lag's been decently steady. This morning it was pretty bad, but it seems like a lot of people on the server are Americans or from Southern America. That's a sheep. You're level 20 dodo. You're pointless. You are a level 95. Also useless. I just realized I didn't bring my kibble with me. This doesn't help. How many gigas do you have? Probably about 100 gigas left. Somewhere, give or take like 5 gigas or so. Yeah, probably at 100. 50 breeders, and then probably about 50 to 55 attack units left. Yeah, we've thrown gigas at quite a lot of stuff, and a lot of it, some of them have just ended up dying for one reason or another, so. It's not like we really need the gigas for much else. They're pretty much, their only use is King Titan. So. Okay. 22 hours and 9. Let's go 10 hours for that. And the dodo's got about 13. Oh, ready to mate. Never mind, this one's ready to go. And 17 and 21. I just want to see, like, if dodos can actually, like, do something. After watching the Dodo Whisperers videos, I'm really upset that I didn't keep my original breeders from the island.
Is he on official?
He's on official PvP. Yeah. He's a Dodo breeder on official PvP.
He's called the Dodo Whisperer.
Yep, Dodo Whisperer. Yeah, he does some videos showing off like his stuff, things like that. I think right now in his Dodo only playthrough, he's obviously working in his own world because he's had to update the caps and everything so he can do dodos. But yeah, the only reason I know is that he's on there is because there's two guys they want to fight. They want the Dodo Whisperer and they want that other guy with nothing but melee to do a face off against each other. But the two of them are just like, listen, we're too busy doing other stuff. Yeah, and he's been breeding dodos since 2017. So his dodo mutations, he showed it off one time, and it's like that stupid dodo like mutation we saw in the Rexes where it's all in the negatives because it's just so many. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. In the phone, dodos have sizes. They can make it into a giant dodo by... Oh, on phones? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's something I wish we had. I'm pretty sure we should have had something like that, but... yeah, apparently on mobile, the dodos have different sizes, and you can actually breed up a giant dodo. See, 358. Nope, this is garbage. Doesn't have the melee. And it is a male. So. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to watch, like, just how much these dodos eat. I was very surprised when I saw them slam through, like, 11 stacks of berries in no time. Oh, right, I need to go back and get my, That's the whole reason I came back, was to go get that, stuff, just in case I see a dodo. Okay, I've got 84 kibble, so that gives me 84 dodos. I'll have to craft up some more. Yeah, the dolphins are coming along pretty well. One of my dolphins has put out a baby, and every time it has had one, it's been a mutation. So I'm starting to think that this dolphin has a chance at high mutations. It might just be random, but it looks like every time it's mutated, it's been into speed though, so pretty pointless. You know what? We're only gonna go for the high-level females. I know I could maximize my my rate, but you guys wouldn't even be able to survive an arrow, so. Guess I'll take it. Galley, leave me the fuck alone. Don't you ever scare me like that again. Oh, you're knocked out. Great. I really don't care what you come out as, just as long as you come out as something. Leave the kibble for the high-level dodos. When I hacked the game, I put files on the game for somebody who had hacked the game, found the bigger dodo. You found a bigger dodo than the Titan? That's pretty funny. Titanododo. Alright, come with me, Dodo. You're a new breeder. Man. Every 150 dodo that I've encountered has just been either complete trash or has died before I could tame it. That's why I kind of wish I'd had the one on the island, because it was a solid dodo. I wonder what the max cap dodo is on PvE. I'm sure somebody's got one. Red drops, not that great. A bunch of dodos up there. What are you? Dodo, you're an 85 female. I might come back for you in a moment. This is an 85 male, a 140 female, which might have decent stats. Male. A 140 female. 200, 300. Nah, I can't see you having good stats, so let's just give you the, whatever berries I find. This is also female. Yeah, they'll just knock you out. Man, beating up on dodos, that brings back memories. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna knock out. Okay, Giga, you gotta save my life, please. Dodo, you better not try and attack that Troodon. That'll be the last mistake you ever make. Let's put the Giga in the last slot here. Now let's go get this other dodo. This one's pink. Thought about breeding compies, but I felt like dodos would just be faster. What was that? Yeah, probably. But prime meat would be a pain to go ahead and harvest as well. Yeah. Okay, you need higher than 38 stats in order to stay alive. Hello, Shane. Didn't see what you said, but hello anyway. The one and only Azanovox. Yeah, so people tell me.
Why, hello there.
Okay, and you are another female as well. Okay. Out with the old and in with the new. Oh, I do like this pink one. Looks super nice. What if laughing was banned? I mean, what about it? I mean, I can maintain my bearing pretty well. I don't think I'd have a problem with not laughing. Could you imagine being a comedian would be a criminal offense then? I mean, we're heading there anyway. Yeah. We're getting to the point where laughing is pretty much gonna be a criminal offense, so just you know, hold on tight, I suppose. I think I have to take these two off. They're the original ones, but... Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be too hard not to laugh. Most shit these days isn't even funny. Everybody goes for shock value or, you know, super niche humor. I don't know. I don't find many comedians funny anymore. Okay, so we need something higher than a 3838. 2838, you're male, so you can disappear. 3238, you're female, so that works. 3813, both. So slot 1 is garbage. The other 2 are females, so they can hatch. Alright, you guys can go over here now. Just... Man, I thought these timers were cut down, but still, the day to breed, it's a hell of a timer. Let me go get some meat. I have to rearrange these all on the ceiling again. Would you have trouble, Shane, if laughing was banned? I've also got this really dumb thing that I do that I picked up in the military. Of whenever I feel like laughing, if I don't want to laugh, I just breathe. Okay, Spino's out and about. Let's turn tech helmet back on. newts, couple turkeys here or there. Spino, Dimetrodons. So how much time have you spent in Wasteland so far?
I don't know, 3 or 2.
Okay.
Between the last 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Do you, like, feel like you're getting close to the end of it?
I'm starting to feel like powerful. Like I've collected guns and armors. I don't think I'm so close to the end though.
Oh, that's a really nice looking Carbonemus. Wow, that's a really good coloring. Looks like it's got like a bone helmet on it with a white shell.
I mean, I still even haven't found the place of my power armor yet.
Well, I can tell you, you're probably further than I am. I didn't get the chance to put in all the time I'd like to have.
Probably. So there's a couple of ways actually to get power armor.
Mm-hmm.
I figured like I was gonna find like a big city and someone was gonna sell power armor.
Right.
I haven't found this big city that sells power armor. Like I'm sure there's a way to buy it. I haven't found the vendor. But there's a mission early in the game where a slaver asks you to track down a escaped slave.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that, she gives you codes. I guess she used to live in the place you're using as a base, and
Yeah.
she has the codes to the door that is impassable. So if you want to get into the room, you have to track down the
Yep,
escaped
and bring
slave
it back.
and bring her back. It's a her.
It's a her, got it.
Bring it back. So I did that, of course. And they gave me power armor pants and power armor helmet, but no power armor chest.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another mission
complete it. Yeah.
where a cannibal is having a party, and some of his friends ran off. So you have to go down and track down 5 people and bring them back dead or alive. And I did that, and I got a cherry piece. I got a whole set of power armor from him.
Why does it seem like all the bad people have the power armor?
I mean, they're definitely making you want to go against the correct moral choices.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, but in a video game where none of that shit matters.
Yeah, you're just like, whatever.
The only bad part is like there's a newsboy in the town.
And whatever you do.
And anytime I do something, he's talking mad shit.
That's funny.
Like the town's being overrun with refugees.
Oh, level 150 female dodo.
And everybody's blaming the rangers.
Let's get this boy. Alright, out you go, Dodo, and in goes the kibble.
So I think I would have beaten it already if I was playing on the easier difficulty.
Yeah.
So like a firefight against 3 guys, takes 20 minutes because I'm trying to be tactical and flank and
Be careful
use
about
the
what you're doing.
leader. Yeah, use the leader to debuff them, then use my heavy gunner to suppress them, and then
Yeah.
switch my character to my submachine gun person who runs up just.
Seems like the right way to go, honestly. Listen,
Well,
you
that
know.
and there's like 5 ways to do things.
Mm-hmm.
So I do it one way, and then I redo the save, and I do it another way, and then I reload the save, and I'll do it another way, and I reload the save.
And you figure out what's best.
Yeah, which option I like best.
Yeah.
Because I didn't play Wastelands 1 and 2, so I don't like know the backstory of the Rangers, but it
Yeah.
seems like they are uh, like good cowboys,
Yeah.
sworn to protect the weak kind of thing.
Yep, I assume they're just like the Rangers elsewhere.
So
When did you have your
trying to do
first nightmare? When I was a kid. I remember it very clearly. It was a black and white nightmare about vampires.
so that cannibal encounter.
Yeah.
I managed to bring back 4 of the people alive, and he's got them in cages.
Mm-hmm.
When I get back there, and I go get my power armor, and then I go talk to them, and they're all talking mad shit about how she has to marry Giff, the guy who leads the cannibals, or else
Yeah.
they're gonna eat her. And there's 2 brothers talking about how they're gonna get eaten. The chef's
Yeah.
talking about how he's gonna be eaten. I was like, you know what? Now that I got my power armor,
I don't
let
care.
me go back and kill these guys.
That's funny.
So I wipe out their whole little tribe, and then I free the people. And what's the first thing they do? Run to the campfire and talk about how good that leader's gonna taste when they cook them up. I'm like, you sons of bitches. So I
So they
pull
were
out
the
the fucking flamethrower,
Yeah.
and I'm about to ready. I tried to just flame all of them, and one of my companions is like, "Listen, those are innocent people. If you do this, I'm out." I'm like, son of a fuck!
That's
I got
funny.
quick load, and I just burn them all down. But she leaves, and I actually like this companion, so I had to
Yeah.
keep my load.
Yeah. Dreamt that there's a shadow dragon that was going to eat me. I was near to this shrub in my backyard. Like in every great movie, I was running and I tripped and fell and then it got me. Wow, that is a very, very vivid first nightmare. I don't even think I knew what a dragon was when I had my first nightmare. I sure knew what a vampire was. Male dodo, get the hell out of here. You die.
Man, so I had this nightmare while I was deployed. There was this girl that I liked growing up. Her name was Kayla.
Yeah.
Anywho, I don't know why she's in Afghanistan in my dreams, but me and my team are all at like hanging out at her house,
Yeah.
and they're like, "All right, we're going back to base. We'll see you later." And they all leave, and then I go back after, like a little bit after them,
Yeah.
and I come up on them in a firefight, and I saw each of them get sniped in the head, and then I
Yeah.
ran out of ammo, and the Taliban drugged me into the street and executed me.
Jeez. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, well, I wonder what Kayla's titties look like. So,
Damn, this dodo went quick.
Kayla Opapari.
And then you woke up and you were outside.
In the shrubs getting eaten by a dragon. It wasn't a dream.
It wasn't a dream. So I'm assuming that you sleepwalk then, Sheen, huh?
Walking's okay as long as you don't like sleep pee in your front yard and get arrested.
Yeah.
Could you plead insanity?
No, but I think that there would be certain concessions made for that. Sleepwalking falls into its own category. It's funny because there if I'm not mistaken, there is one single precedence for something like that, where somebody committed a murder while they were sleepwalking. But here, let me look it up because I know it was some super over the top, really complicated thing.
Yeah, was he? I don't know. Was he found not guilty?
Oh, I don't know. Here, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Because I feel like you shouldn't be thrown in prison for the rest of your life
Hey,
for
Mad
something
Max.
you had no control over.
Yeah, but I think it's still ruled as it could still be ruled as involuntary manslaughter. But let me see. Man who committed a murder while sleepwalking. Jury found Scott Falatar guilty of first-degree murder. In a 1999 post-trial, some of the jurors said that they could believe he had stabbed his wife while sleepwalking, but not that he went back to drown her. Well, there you go. That's why he was found guilty.
Who's to say what happens when you're asleep?
Yeah. But I guess that kind of makes sense. So he probably would have gotten away, or probably would have been marked as not guilty, had he not decided that I'm going to go back and drown that lady.
Interesting concept. Serial killer that kills people in his sleep. He has no idea he's a serial killer.
That's interesting. Make a pretty interesting book. Dodo, just knock out. I don't want to kill you. Come on.
Ooh, take a club.
Oh, I didn't even think of a club. I think I have an ascendant club somewhere.
Yep,
Nah, it's okay. I'm just big meleeing everything. Punching it with my mitts.
So you kill your 150.
Well, yeah, I use the bow against the crossbow against the 150s. They can take an arrow, but anything below like 130 cannot take an arrow. It'll just die instantly. Yeah, I've been using a system. Oh, nice. Yeah, Luft went to work with a tinsel-covered sweater with jingle bells all over it. How'd your Christmas lights go?
They're up.
They're up. After hearing stories of committing death crimes in his sleep sounds funny to you?
I said it sounds interesting.
Yeah, I would say it sounds interesting. I don't know if I'd say it sounds funny. I mean, ain't nothing funny about somebody losing their life.
Well, I don't care.
Well, and a Darwin Award. I mean, those are pretty funny. But, some of them deserve it. No offense.
I'd like to see the legal battle of someone who murders their spouse in their sleep.
Let's see if there's other presidents.
Because I think it'd be hard to prove that you were asleep.
People who commit crimes while sleepwalking help us understand what sleep really is. American history is littered with cases of sleepwalking killers, usually men who wake in the night and kill their lovers or wife. The best known case is Albert Tyrrell, who in 1845 killed his lover, Maria Bickford. Sorry, there was a turkey. I heard the pitter-pattering of feet, and it's right on the opposite end of the gate that I am. It scared the heck out of me.
So I think if you kill Look in your sleep, hypothetical, of course.
I'd hope not.
Yeah, but I don't think you should go to jail for it.
I'd probably look if
you would have to be monitored for the rest of your life.
Probably.
When you sleep.
Yeah, if something like that happened, I would feel terrible, honestly. I honestly would not even know where to begin.
It'd be a pretty bad guilt trip.
Yeah. You can't tame these turkeys, right?
No. I think I saw something online. They either have like 180,000 health or 80,000 health.
Mm. So they are pretty hefty. It's just my gigas are dumb. No, it's not funny because someone lost their life. It's funny. That's how you drown someone without waking up if you're touching the water. Hmm.
I guess I just have a darker humor.
Alright, turkey, come with me. Wow, you're fast.
So it's like I go to sleep tonight, and then next thing I know, I'm at St. Peter's Gate. He's like, "You want to know how you died?" I guess. I'm like, "Well, your girlfriend strangled you to death in your sleep while she was sleepwalking."
That's... I guess I can see that, but I mean, I feel like a Darwin Award or something would be even worse, you know? Somebody's sleepwalking, goes to murder their spouse in their sleep, and then suddenly, you know, they accidentally turn the shotgun the wrong way, and bam, that's it. That's all she wrote. Oh, you're nice looking, Otter. Level 150, too. I really don't need you. But you do look nice. Take a picture. Hello, Lily. Welcome to today's discussion. The precedent's case of crimes committed while you are sleepwalking. So, let's see. Apparently they had been having an affair, and after repeatedly caught, he decided to kill Bickford and set fire to the building they were sleeping in to conceal the evidence. Unfortunately, the landlord was awoken by Bickford's screams. Tyrrell was caught and tried. He was acquitted of arson and murder, but found guilty of adultery. The rationale provided by his defense was that he was asleep when he committed the murder and started the fire. He didn't choose to kill Bickford, although he had chosen to continue the affair. So the use of the sleepwalking defense returns from time to time. Let's see. Tragic case in the 1870s of Simone Fraser, who, disoriented upon waking from a nightmare, dashed his son across the floor of his room, and he was acquitted of murder since it was clear to the jury he had no desire to kill his own child. 1980, Steven Steinberg killed his wife, and Scott Falater used the same defense in 1980s, both in Arizona. But Kenneth Park's case, in which he killed his mother-in-law in Toronto, was a real proving ground for sleepwalking defense and the science of sleep. So it has precedents. It has quite a lot of precedents, actually. See, in the incredible but not unheard of case of sleepwalking behaviors, Park drove 23 kilometers between his house and the in-laws, ascended the stairs, attacked his mother-in-law with a bludgeoning instrument, then a kitchen knife, and stabbed her to death. He then choked his father-in-law into unconsciousness after his father-in-law awoke and attempted to stop Parks. Parks then roamed the house briefly, attested to by the teenage children who stayed in the home. He then left the house and awoke at some point during his drive back. He then redirected himself to a nearby police station and presented himself to the officer, bloody and wounded. He lacerated his hands during the stabbing. So, this apparently, the Parks case, the one that I'm reading, is what set the big precedents for all sleepwalking cases that moving forward. Also, did you know that the egg incubator will automatically move over eggs if you go out of render.
No, I know.
Yep, just found that out now. Yeah, so apparently if you crack an egg, it'll move the other ones over. Hatch, come on. There we go. Okay. Gonna move you over. You've got plenty of berries on you to support 2 more dodos. Hey, welcome back, Mad Max. Mad Men. But yeah, let's see. All of these factors, including his remorse and confusion and self-inflicted wounds, personal history, combined to make this sense of the sleep. Since the trial in the 80s, the science of sleep has undergone a nature of changes in how sleep is thought about. Sleepwalking was his behaviors. We gonna go soon. Whether sleepwalking, sleep eating, sexsomnia, or other complex, like sleep driving. Which, can you imagine sleep driving? That's crazy. $357, so it doesn't have the health, but it does have the melee, so... $357M. Yeah, these dodos raise before I can even imprint on them. Alright, hatch. This is an absolutely trash dumpster tier level dodo. I can tell because your level's so damn low. Really? Didn't know that. Did you ever get multiples out of the egg incubator? Don't seem to. Yeah, I got plenty, but that was when we were doing the gigas. I have noticed, over the course of doing all the breeding that I've done, I have absolutely come to the conclusion that some dinos have a preference to twins and triplets, and some dinos have a preference to mutations. Because I've kept track of the gigas that tend to pumped out like twins or triplets, and they were consistently the same ones. And I also kept track of any of the dinos that had high mutations for these dolphins, and it seems that this one over here are marked as the it's HIMU for a high mutation. Everything that's popped out of this has been a mutated dolphin of some sort. So I think there are some dinos that are that's just their thing. All right, have a great night, Shane. Maybe it's just chance and circumstance, but I honestly feel like that's the case. So okay, 344H. I think that Flip had an idea as well, and he's kind of tested it out. So I don't know whose ideas on breeding and mutations and stuff like that are correct. But did you have a nice Thanksgiving? Yeah, I had a nice Thanksgiving. Way better than I thought it was going to be. We didn't originally have any plans, but my brother didn't have anywhere else to go, so he called us up and wanted to do some stuff with us. So we ended up inviting my brother, and we invited some friends as well.
Can you invite me?
I mean, Z, you're so far away.
That's fair.
Alright. Behavior, enable mating. Behavior, enable mating, and behavior, enable mating. See, this is a good way to spend your spending my 3 times just mating dodos. Sometimes the impromptu ones are the best. Yeah, we had a bunch of food and stuff. We managed to scramble and get everything together and spatchcock the turkey, which turned out extremely well. Was not expecting that to go as well as it did. Yeah, it was my first time ever spatchcocking a turkey, so I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So when I cut out the spine, it was all kinds of crazy. And I couldn't figure out how to get the bottom part of the spine, so I took some like heavy-duty bolt cutters and took them to the hips of the turkey and completely broke it to rip the spine out. Yeah. Now that I know that is the improper way to spatchcock your turkey, I'll do it like normal from now on. I mean, but it came out perfectly. Every part of it was moist. Even the white meat was moist. The dark meat was even moister than usual. All of it was just juicy and delicious. I'm trying to get a female that has the same stats, but it looks like no female has come up with the same stats yet. They've always had health or melee, but not all of them. Okay, this is... Let's see, slot 1, you're a male with 1 health. Okay, I'm gonna hatch you so that I know what 1 health looks like. Let's see, 38 and 17, that's garbage. It's got the health, but... So, see, and this is 31 and 38, so... We'll keep them all that male just because it's the first time I've ever seen 1 health on there. So that means it's probably got like 18 health or something. What does this dodo have? 48. And this has 344. So I'm assuming that 48 is the lowest possible health for a dodo. Breathe on it and it might die. Yeah, I assume it's going to be 48 if that's the case, but I don't know enough about dodos to really know for sure. Okay. Let's gotta move these over here. 312H, 302M. Why did I mark this? Oh, it must have been one of the originals. So you are now just a regular bee. Dodo. You are a statted dodo, you're a statted dodo. And you are also a statted dodo, so we'll keep you over here. You're just the generic breeders. for all the raw meat in this one. You know, I noticed I haven't encountered a level 5 dodo in a very long time. Yeah, kind of, because I'm kind of looking for certain stats and what the numbers represent for the dodos. Because it looks like 48 is the lowest possible stat at 1. Or it might be 42, but I don't think you can have a 0 in a stat number. So I assume 1 is the lowest possible stat. If I can find a level 5, you know, maybe if I hit slot cap for mutations on these dodos. I just realized I can bring my male in here and breed them with the ones in here for extra eggs. Behavior, enable mating. We'll turn all of these on while I'm here. Okay, so that seems to be the maximum range is, looks like about the size of a casteroid, so the circle is roughly 2 casteroids wide. For breeding. Okay, and this is the regular dodo. Java, you must feel terrible about this. Watching this high stat dodo breeding with all the females you've been sitting with this whole time. The cuckoning of the dodo, I guess. this dodo, and then I think a couple others are on that side. Lag, that's why. I certainly will not miss the lag in everything I'm attempting to do. Okay. You're the last mating dodo. Okay, let's check all the other dodos. Good to go. You're done, you're done, you're done. And you're done. Okay, looks like all of you dodos are mated, so let's take the male back and put you back inside. Okay, slots. This is 3838 male with 7 weight. Okay, okay. That's really good. That's a low-level dodo. Oxygen, low food, low stamina, but that's fine. So this might be the new male, this 181. Okay, slot 5 can disappear. Slot 5. 0. Okay, that answers my question. So 0 is an available number. So let's go ahead and get rid of this one with 1 in it in slot 1. Because we have an egg with 0. 3838 female. Okay, that's good. And then 5 and 38, that's fine. 3838 male with 1 weight. I wonder if I can breed the 1 weight. And then 3838 with 1. And 0 stamina too. We don't need to worry about stamina, nor do we need to worry about weight. So, okay, you got lucky. You knew 130 are going to be the new male. So we can get rid of this 3838 with stamina and weight. So slot number 4 can disappear. Okay. And this is 3838 male. With a whole bunch of other stuff, so. Okay, I'll get rid of slot 6 as well. Okay. The rest can just stay. A male with a high stat and low every other stat. So you will become obsolete here shortly. My breeder. Already culling out stats. If there were other dinos that had just as quick a breed cycle and something, I would probably work with them. But since the dodos have just such a high, a fast egg lay rate and hatching speed, it just makes sense to work with dodos. Might even be able to go ahead and cull out some of these old dodos. Wow, they really ran through.
Got some hexagons you're keen to spend?
Put 2,000
Cheers,
berries
survivor.
in here. Okay. I feel like the breeding rates are not at 3 times, to be honest. They don't look like they're at 3 times. They look like they're at 2 times. I have no clue. Oh, right, we still have 2 more eggs we can put in there. Alright, come on over here, baby dodo. Also, I don't know if it's just me or everybody else, but I cannot get group whistles to function.
Or whatever you're talking to on more group whistle. Or whatever you're talking to on more group whistle.
No, it's all of the dinos. Like, I haven't been able to get things to attack stuff or, you know, switch their aggressions
Are you
or...
in a group?
Ah, good question. I don't think so. I haven't been in a group in a while. Clear active group. I am in a group somehow, for some reason. Okay, that explains it. $344, so this has 344 health. I don't know why I was in one. Alright, we'll hatch this one. $239. 357M. Okay, slots 1 and 2. 1 weight, 5 stamina. I think this one had, well, yeah, 1 weight, 0 stamina. So you, a speed of 6, speed of 0, speed of 30. Hold on. That one had no stats. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The points into speed are all going to be the same anyway, so having extra speed doesn't matter. So that's fine. So yeah, that's better. Slot 1. Crack slot 1. And then slot 2 is a female with 1138 and some other stats. Okay, so that can live. Alright, out we go. Let's go find ourselves some new dodo stock. Turkeys and dodos. Turkeys and dodos. There's a dodo with some listro. Let's see, rubber chicken. And nothing else near. Alright, what are you looking like, dodos? 50 male, get out of here. And you are a level 20 male. You also can go. That doesn't help me. Delos. That's a rubber chicken. Trilobites. What's your level? Oh, well, you're a female dodo, so that doesn't matter what your level is. Okay, knocked out. I'm hoping I can breed dodos where their only stats are in health and melee. With this new male, it'll be close. Hey, Primal Ancient Dragon, hello, how are you doing today? Welcome. In case you're curious, yes, I am taming dodo. I know, it's an unheard of art nowadays. I have nothing else pretty much going on. Survive the Ark is my last mission, and until we can get our whole group together, there's not much else I can do. So, I figured a good waste of my time would be, breeding dodo. I wouldn't even say it's a waste. I mean, just breeding these dodo has taught me a couple things about stats and everything. Now I know their absolute minimum numbers are. Listro. Ah, dodo. Level 130 female dodo. Okay, and we'll have one more slot before I head back to breed. Actually, I might hold off on using these dodos until the new male raises up. Once that new male raises up, it'll be a lot easier to work with. Because then I'll have minimal stats except for the HP and melee. So I'll be able to tell where a mutation comes in. I mean, obviously because of the numbers, but it'll also keep the HP or the levels low and everything. Make it a lot easier to do the mutation shifting if it ever gets that far. through quite a lot of berries. Alright. One more dodo, and then we'll head back and unload these. Should probably just replace the rest of my hotbar with cryopods. $85 and level 50. I guess I could knock both of them out and then, yeah, I could knock both of them out and then just carry one back, put one in the pod. There we go. Okay, we'll bag this one up and then just carry the other one back. Move these to a different part of the hangar, so that way we know what the new set of female dodos is gonna breed. You scared me, Parasaur. Come thumping around here. All right. Let's head on back. You know what I noticed? I haven't crashed since I haven't been doing missions.
Can't say I'm surprised.
So I'm thinking the missions are what's causing a lot of that buildup in data. Or maybe it's because it's loading so many different parts of the map. It's causing a crash. So it looks like one's a juvenile. Those are babies. Okay, so we will put the new breeders over here. See, this is the male with the 38 38100. So this mail is going to be the new dodo we work with, if it's got the right everything. Which it should. Should have all the good stats with all the bad stats in all the right places. $34,357. So it had zero. So this will be the new mail here. 344, 357, 5. 344H, 357 M. Okay, let me write these stats down as well so I know what we're looking at. Except... oh, where are my sticky notes? Okay. What did I have on the egg monitor there? So, this is going to be the new base mail with 38M is 344. One weight, and that equals out to 51 weight total.
So I have a morality question for you.
Sure, shoot.
Keep in mind, we're going to use the morality system that you would have 100 years after the nuclear apocalypse.
Okay, 100 years after nuclear apocalypse, ready.
So this game's trying to make... he calls himself the Patriarch.
Okay.
The guy who calls upon the Rangers to come from Arizona to come to Colorado.
Right.
Anywho, as you progress through the story, you find out like all these bad things that he's done.
Right.
So one of these bad things is he pays the gangs on the edge of Colorado.
Yeah.
To keep out smaller gangs. And how he describes it is, if I have to pay a gang who only is going to take guns to not raid Colorado, he thinks that's okay.
I agree with him. It's the way that the mafia does business. You know, they'll either send themselves out or they'll employ other gangs who they know and trust to go ahead and keep other people from taking it. So I can agree with it, what he's doing.
My issue with games like that is they're trying to use the morality system we grew up with, but had you grown up in the apocalypse, your morality system would be totally different.
Sure, but that's assuming that, like, it hasn't carried over through the ages. I mean, we might... the way we might teach our kids and they might teach their kids and everything else. So we might still end up with that kind of morality system, even though nobody's around to remember
right
it.
Now, you're not going to go and take over a state and become a giant state raider.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So the crime, the punishment for crimes is the pillory, which is basically a
Yep.
death sentence, according to everybody I talked to,
Yep.
because it's so cold in Colorado during this game that when you're left out overnight, you freeze to death.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, like, oh, you stole something? A night in the pillory,
Yeah, that's pretty much
which
death.
which is probably going to end up killing you.
Yep.
So, to appease another gang believes that they have to cut the arms and legs off their victims and then tie them to giant kites and fly them in the skies
What?
to appease the sky god.
Wow.
So the patriarch sends criminals to them. And that
Not the
keeps them from
craziest
coming
religious
into
thing I've
Colorado.
heard, but I mean, it's pretty up there.
I'm getting to that point in the story where I guess the previous characters are coming back. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to know who Angela Death is, but, like, I don't have a connection to her. All I know is, like, what this game has told me about her.
Right.
But apparently, her and her team got sent out in an advance party, and they went silent. So one of your orders is to find out what happened to her team.
Okay.
And as it would turn out, she gets to Colorado, finds out the patriarch is just a big, huge dictator, and isn't going to help him establish that relationship between the Arizona Rangers and Colorado. I'm just sitting there like, is he a dictator? Yeah, he is. So the place was getting raided, and 100 families banded together to push out all the raiders.
Yeah.
And then he got elected. I don't know if he was elected or I don't know the process of which, but he's
How
now
he
in
came
charge
to. Right.
of all of Colorado.
Yeah.
And it's like, if these are his crimes, sending criminals to their death and arming raiding groups to raid outside of Colorado, I might side with him. I
Yeah.
think so far everything's lining up. I'm going
It's-
full tyrant.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's the worst thing. He's also been what's it called? Of all the, if you're talking about stuff like that, keep in mind the what was it? The guy from Burning Hearts in Fallout New Vegas, and also Caesar from Fallout New Vegas. Both of them had pretty out there viewpoints. But they
wasn't
were.
Caesar the child of one of the previous Fallout characters?
Yeah, he's the kid of the guy from Fallout 2. Yeah, but like none of their views were completely out there. Sure, they were brutal, but they would have brought a sense of a finality to things. The only problem with Caesar, there was only one issue, was the fact that Caesar's empire revolved around Caesar. So when Caesar wasn't there, everything fell apart. That's the only issue I can see with those tyrannical things. Great example in real life. Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein stopped existing, everybody was like, fuck it, there ain't nobody to scare us anymore, and everybody flooded in. So, it's good because it'll keep order and balance as long as that person is in play, but the moment that emperor or figurehead or whatever stops existing, everybody just goes back to whatever they were going to do before.
Have you met many Iraqis?
I've met a few.
Have you ever
Not
talked
very
to them
many.
about how they felt about Saddam?
No, I don't even think I've ever
I've met
had
some
that
people who like
conversation.
Saddam.
Interesting.
Because they say, what happens as soon as Saddam left?
Yeah, as soon as Saddam left, everybody rose to power because they had nobody to be afraid of. It's funny, my dad said the same thing. He was like, this is a good decision and a bad decision all at once. Because it's a good decision because you're the tyrant.
You know?
Yeah. Devil you know or the devil you don't, because now we're dealing with the devil you don't. And you can see where that's come. So none of these groups right now would have risen to power. But that's all. That's
so
all
I'm,
hindsight.
I'm just sitting here trying to tackle the moralities of this game after a nuclear apocalypse, trying to apply
Today's logic
morality
and
from
everything
today
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that.
But is it though? Because I'm sitting here like, what's the worst that he's done? He condemns people to death all the time. You die just for killing, for taking shit. One of the things that you're finding out is one of the 100 families went missing,
Yeah.
and they're accusing, well, not the people who went missing, but like I'm being told, somebody told the patriarch that they needed to have free elections,
Right.
and that's why the person went disappearing. And I'm talking to this guy about it, and he's like, I'm not against free elections, but Colorado can't stand. It won't survive. Colorado's not going to survive with that kind of political system.
Yeah. That's why the NCR existed that way, and that's why Caesar's Legion existed that way. You know, they all came to the same conclusion that, regardless, sure, democracy could exist, but like out in the Wild West, as it would be, and because it's the Wild Wasteland, I guess. Yeah, it just wouldn't work with the way the gangs are and everything else. I can't see it working. You have to have somebody who has total control, rather than people constantly fighting over who's going to have control.
Yeah,
I could see
the
that.
reason the patriarch needs help is basically his kids are all fuck ups,
Yeah,
and he has an eldest son, a middle daughter, and a youngest son. And he really didn't groom the middle daughter, which is the one from my interactions with all the siblings so far. It seems like he would have been the best bet,
right.
but he
Didn't
wasn't
train her
even
to.
like contest her in the role for the future leader, and he was doing the other two
Yeah,
for boys, and she got tired of it. And the patriarch made deals with the gang heads to
yeah.
give them all these things, and it was a secret. So she
Who's
went
up for a
around to
bit
all
of
the gangs
exploring?
and outed that agreement. And I don't know if she's in
G'day,
control of all
Survivor.
of them,
Here's what I've got.
but they all like cast out their leaders and are just acting crazy.
Cheers,
I'll tell you
Survivor.
what though, when you do play the game, make a brawler.
Make a brawler.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna have so much fun with a brawler.
Yeah. Hey, Quince, welcome back. How you doing?
They're rough to play early game,
Mm-hmm.
but now that I'm at like the mid, I've gotten armor and weapons and leveled up.
Yeah.
I'll take out two dudes around.
All right. I mean, it's like I said, it's in my forever list of stuff I gotta play. One day I'll get to it.
I'll be talking about Wasteland 6 before you play Wasteland 3.
No, I get around to games. I do. It's just a very slow process. That's all. And Wasteland seems
year-long challenges.
well. This I do have some spare time. It's just not much spare time is the problem. That's all. I mean, and it won't be year-long. Look, I could finish Minecraft in a week. Who knows? If I'm lucky, I guess. If I spawn by a village, and I am able to go ahead and gather all the stuff that I need. I'm probably not going to go for netherite when I do that, though. I will not
you can get
go
away with iron. I mean, you want diamond.
I
but you
do
can
want.
it with unenchanted iron.
No, not the way that I play. I take too many hits, unfortunately.
Oh, I mean, I think me and you are in the same boat. Like, I'm going in there full at least. With God rolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can build a very basic village breeder and village trading hall.
Let me see.
just takes me 12 hours to build it in my playthroughs because I want to collect night.
Oh, I've never
If you're
like
dirt hutting it,
I'm dirt hutting. I've always been that way. I spend my resources where they need to be spent, but I mean it's gonna be very different because I mean I have to keep in mind that since I cannot carry. Since I have to carry all of my resources, the only way for me to store stuff is to literally put it down. So I'm going to have to put things into iron blocks, and then I'm going to have to craft those iron, like, I'm going to have to put them somewhere.
what
So that
if
they can
a
stay.
mob picks up your, say you drop your sword, and a mob picks up your sword?
I mean, do I want the sword again?
Can you kill the mob and retrieve the sword?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
does that break?
of course. No, that I can kill the mob to get my stuff back. Yeah, that's absolutely a thing. Like
So-
I just like let's say for instance a whole bunch of lapis lazuli and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like if I want to enchant stuff, I have to carry my lapis lazuli or put it into a lapis block, put the lapis block down. So you're going to see towers of worth of like giant columns or blocks worth of resources. That's the only way that you could store stuff because you can't use a chest. You could put it down, but that's it. So it's not impossible. It's not like there's no way to store stuff. It's just you really have to think outside of the traditional box of storage. Because you can't use a chest, so you have to either keep it on you or make it into a block and put it down.
I understand the rules.
So that's all. It's just going to be a pain. Thinking about it, it's not as hard as I think it's going to be. It's just really thinking outside of the box, that's all. The hardest part will be just going down into tunnels and really figuring out what's important. You know, going down there, and copper is going to be the least of my worries. I'm probably not going to pick up any copper if I can help it. Yeah, that'll just be an inventory stuffer that I don't need.
What is copper even used for?
I think copper is used to make blocks that occasionally oxidize. You can use it for, like, I think telescopes, the new periscopes or telescope, eyeglass, spyglass, whatever they call it. So I think you need that and a piece of amethyst to be able to make it. And that's really all I know what it's used for. I was kind of upset because I thought it would be a new level of tool, but it's not. So, you know, having something between stone and iron would have been nice.
Bronze.
Yes, exactly. Something like bronze or like copper. I know that in some of the modded servers I've played in, they've had stuff like that where you could smelt and make different types of ores. So you could eventually make really strong ores, or you could make like in between ores to use in case you didn't have anything that was strong. That was, you know, strong as iron, but with a much lower durability kind of thing. I kind of do miss a lot of modded Minecraft. There's a lot of cool stuff out there.
50 caliber ammunition. I have been putting off using caliber.
Alright, compies, come at me. You think this is a war? This is a massacre. Damn, you're a cruel-looking compy, too. Alright, what level are you? You are a level 145 female. So, not only do you get the crossbow, or the 18 crossbow arrows it's going to take for me to hit you, because you don't register the first few, you will also get the kibble.
You did meet Angela Death for the first time.
Alright, let's go put this dodo away. Wait for this other dodo to do its thing. Alright, I can get 6 dodos this go around. Okay. Is this supposed to be a bush? or grass? Ooh, wait a second. I just remembered. Wolf. Wolf stuff should be good to destroy. Let me go find it. He is not too far from our base. Get a whole bunch of cabinets and stuff sitting on stone foundations. If somebody hasn't already taken his place down. Ah, there's the gate, which means there is his stuff. Alright. Metal, destroyable in 20 hours. I guess I was close. Yep, and he's got a whole bunch of cabinets here, destroyable in 20 hours as well. Even a mannequin thing, which looks like it has some on it, but not really anything worth it. So I assume they don't really have anything. But, you know, I'm not going to turn up the chance to raid somebody's stuff.
Cyborg chicken, so I'm missing one.
This is a level 85 female. This is also wolf. Now, is this wolf? Or here? Yep, it's also wolf pack. Guess he was trying to build it under base, but didn't get around to it. Parasaurs, you need to stop doing that shit. Running up on me all the time. Damn. Scares me every time. So, if I encounter a level 5 dodo, what is my best way to knock it out? Is it going to be with a friendship stick?
Probably, that's your best chance.
Yeah, because my melee is a little too high to be able to just wallop something outright.
I have 4 of those 5 chickens I need to make Voltron.
Do you know where the last one is?
I know where the 4 are that I need to collect. I'm not sure which one I don't have.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna go searching. I'm gonna wait till my buddy buys the game and talk to him on his playthrough.
Yeah, I've always played luck characters, so I just feel like luck is just an overall really good stat. There's 4 dodos here. Level 7, 20 male. It's not good enough. This is a level 50 female. That's good, but there's a turkey next to you. 25 male. It's not good. This is a level 50 male. Also not good. Listen, turkey, you can't hide in that group of dodos to stop yourself from getting killed. Alright, finally closing in on my goal. Almost have 125 wishbones. Okay, 2. It's another dodo down. I think this will be my last set of dodos until the other ones raise up. And then we'll work with that batch. Man, maybe I should go to the island for all these dodos. Probably find a lot of good level 5s there. Seems like there's not a level 5 dodo in sight. Lowest I found is a level 20. There's D-Lows. Don't need D-Lows. Oh, those are copies, not D-Lows. Raptor. Whole bunch of wolves. Scorpions. Probably no dodos over this way. Striders, parasaurs. Galleys, raptors. Where in the flying fuck are the dodos? Oh, do I hear you? Panicking in the corner? No. Ah, D-Lo, come on. Oh, turkey, yeah, let's get that turkey. See, it would have been nice if they'd, like, increased the turkey levels over time, too. That would have been pretty cool. Like, the longer the event goes, the harder the turkeys got. Level 145 male. I will see what your numbers are, but you're probably garbage. Welp, you're dead, so I guess you're garbage. It's a nice looking D-Lo. Nice orange colors, but we're not here for D'Lo. Those days are long ago, far away.
Hey there, mate.
$95 female. Yeah, I'll take that. Nothing else around. Yeah, looks like we're clear. Damn it. Alright, well, you're a weak dodo if that was the case. If you couldn't take a few gut punches. Also, hello to whoever's watching in the background. Alright, goodbye, whoever decided to leave. Ooh, this is not good. I went into some water. And it looks like everything's kind of frozen. Oh no. I think this is gonna bode really badly. Yup. Oh no! Ah! Okay, hold on, guys.